What's up guys, Dirk here from Intelligent Cryptocurrency, and in today's video I want to actually show you real quick just how some of the biggest players in the financial industries are actually starting to get involved in cryptocurrencies. And we're talking about banks, we're talking about big payment processing companies, and we are talking about hedge fund managers. So I just want to show you a few examples of how this is happening, and when you put it all together and you connect the dots, then to me personally it just seems like this is gearing up for an enormous move to the upside and the growth of whole of cryptocurrency and the entire industry over the coming months and years. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider subscribing below. If you do, hit the notification bell, and please, if you do enjoy this content, give me a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Now, basically what we've seen over the last few years is that several years ago, even the last 2-3 years ago, banks, hedge funds, large investors, popular influential figures, Warren Buffett, Jamie Dimon, they've all been saying things like, you know, Bitcoin is rat poison, Bitcoin is a fraud, Bitcoin is a scam, we don't want to touch it. In the last bull run in 2017, banks were actually blocking people's bank accounts for depositing fiat into crypto exchanges. That's where it was going. And now, surprise, surprise, once all the regulations caught up, these guys are the exact same guys getting into cryptocurrency and that are starting to offer services and building out the infrastructure. And of course, once that starts happening and that all rolls out, what do you think is going to happen to crypto once everyone in the world who has a bank account or who uses PayPal or Mastercard or anything like that, which I'm going to show you in a second, is going to be able to have access to crypto? What do you think that's going to do for the cryptocurrency markets and the prices of cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin? So, hopping over into my screen, you can see over here, this just came out less than 24 hours ago. So what it says is banks in the US can now offer crypto custody services, the regulator says. So that is very big news in my opinion. You see here, the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency is letting all nationally chartered banks in the US provide custody services for cryptocurrency. And custody basically just means facilitating, holding the cryptocurrency on behalf of the clients. Now that is huge because not only for the obvious reason that, you know, anyone who uses these banks is going to be able to get access to cryptocurrencies, but also it allows anyone who has access to these banks to be able to get cryptocurrencies in a safe and compliant way. I think that's always been a big issue for cryptocurrencies over the past few years. It was all new, it was unregulated, it was difficult to store, you know, as an owner of cryptocurrency for the longest time. You had that responsibility and that risk, and that is a great thing about crypto. You control your own funds, but at the same time it comes with a lot of responsibility, and a lot of people just simply don't want that. But we're getting to a point where cryptocurrencies, where you can actually just buy it at your bank and have the bank keep it for you in an insured way. I know that goes completely against the whole idea of crypto, that it's decentralized, etc. But overall, for the space, I think it could help bring a lot more money into the space. And, you know, frankly, let's face it, most people get invested into cryptocurrencies for the returns. Even though, you know, there is an ideal concept behind it that, yeah, we would like it to be decentralized and all have control over our own funds and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, that's a topic for another video. What I want to talk about now is how this is basically gearing up. If this all works, and banks roll out custodial services and everyone who has a bank account, you know, is able to get access to cryptocurrency, that could bring so much more money into the market, and that could take this into the trillions and trillions of dollars as a market cap for cryptocurrencies. And of course, that would be very beneficial for those who bought cryptocurrency at low prices. So this is a big announcement. Literally just came out yesterday, 22nd of July. Here's another one very recently. Standard Chartered to launch institutional crypto custody solution. So that's pretty cool. They're looking at a crypto custody offering in the institutional market and something that could launch later this year. Then we have JP Morgan. Remember the CEO, Jamie Dimon, who said Bitcoin was a fraud? Well, here they are just 2 months ago in May 2020. Offering services to Bitcoin exchanges, Coinbase and Gemini. Wow, haven't they done a complete 180? They actually, after after JP Diamond called Bitcoin a fraud, they actually went on to launch JP Morgan Coin, and now they're offering services to Bitcoin exchanges. ING Bank, it is a Dutch bank, so in the Netherlands. You can see over here this article also from last month. Develops FATF-friendly protocol for tracking cryptocurrencies. So ING Bank, the Netherlands-based lender with a penchant for blockchain, has developed a protocol to assist with the Financial Action Task Force travel rule requirement for crypto exchanges and firms dealing in digital assets. So again, it's just a bit of an announcement, but they're all working towards this, okay? It's coming. It might still take a while. It might still take many months, many years before all these banks and institutions come online. But once this happens, I think it could be really, really huge for crypto. Again, this is an article that you've probably seen if you've been following the crypto news, but you can see over here 2 months ago, Paul Tudor Jones, legendary investor, a billionaire hedge fund manager, he actually came out and he said, Bitcoin could actually be a hedge against inflation. And you can see over here, Jones, who said his Tudor BVI fund may hold as much as a low single-digit percentage of its assets in Bitcoin futures, becomes one of the big hedge fund managers to embrace what until now has largely been snubbed by the financial mainstream. So that is a huge, huge move. And, Bitcoin futures is not the same as physical Bitcoin, of course. But again, it is still speculating on the asset class, and someone who comes from the traditional financial world, who has that much experience, has that much reputation in coming out and saying, hey, I'm going to put a single digit percentage of my assets in Bitcoin. That is really, really huge. And in my opinion, a really big endorsement of Bitcoin and as a result, also other cryptocurrencies. You can see over here, Mastercard. They now allow crypto firm Wirex to issue payment cards. A couple of years ago, there were a lot of people trying to launch these crypto debit cards and things like that and claiming they had partnerships with Visa, with Mastercard, and a lot of it just wasn't true. But now, here you can see Mastercard, one of the world's largest payment processors, says Wirex has become the first native crypto company to be able to directly issue payment cards to its customers. Huge news. PayPal, recently over the last couple of weeks, the news has surfaced that PayPal is working on offering some sort of crypto solution. And you can see this one just came out. PayPal picks Paxos to supply crypto for new service, sources say. So PayPal, the fintech giant planning to bring crypto trading to its massive user base, has chosen Paxos to handle the new service supply of digital assets, according to two people familiar with the matter. And then finally, if we're looking at Grayscale Trust, so every quarter they release their digital asset investment report. It is free to access. You can see this is for Q2 2020. And just want to show you over here, it's an interesting report. Go and read it if you haven't done so already. I will leave a link in the description below where you can actually access it. You can see over here the cumulative quarterly inflows. Let's just zoom in a little bit on that. You can see since December 2013, the cumulative inflows. And you can see that's obviously a very uptrending, almost parabolic looking kind of chart, where it just keeps increasing. So the amount of money flowing into Grayscale, which is digital assets investment firm, you can see the majority of it is Bitcoin over here in the dark blue, and this is the green is Ethereum. But you can see there is a definite pattern, even throughout the bear market, constantly increasing inflows in that. So that's what I wanted to show you. Quick, sweet, and short summary. Basically, the banks, the institutions, the hedge fund managers, Mastercard, PayPal, all these companies that were previously against it, or seem to be against it, they're now getting involved. And since they have the access to the user base, once this happens, this basically opens up cryptocurrency to a huge new audience, probably in a much easier and safer way for the consumer to actually buy crypto without worrying how to store it, getting hacked, getting scammed, all that kind of stuff. And I think just overall, this is very, very bullish for the cryptocurrency space over the coming months, over the coming years. And if for whatever reason, you've been on the side and you haven't really trusted Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies, and, you've just kind of been watching it, just connecting the dots over here and seeing all of this happen, this really leads me to believe personally that cryptocurrencies are going to be much, much bigger as an industry in future than they are today. And that could quite potentially lead to much, much higher prices for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies in the future. So that's it for me. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below. What do you think about the future of cryptocurrency? Would love to hear from you. If you want to subscribe to the channel, that would be awesome. Click the link below and be sure to click the notification bell so you do get notified when I post new video updates. And if you are interested in cryptocurrency and you want a place to learn more, you want courses, you want a monthly newsletter, you want access to special reports, you want a trading and technical analysis course, and you want a private community with members from all around the world investing in cryptocurrencies and stocks and real estate and precious metals, and access to myself personally in that group, then go to intelligentcryptocurrency.com. It is my education and cryptocurrency community that you can join and get access to all of that. So if you want to learn more, intelligentcryptocurrency.com. The link will be in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.